Thompson Bowling Arena for Northern Kentucky, traveling south to take on number 18, Tennessee. Welcome aboard Derek Shannon and Chuck McCoy. And Tennessee retains the opening tip, Jacoby Gillespie for the basketball. Gillespie, Ament, Boswell, Akpara, and then the gentleman with the basketball, Cade Phillips, making his first collegiate start in the orange and white.
Yeah, that's good for Cade Phillips, right? He caught the ball in the sweet spot right there at the nail. Very decisive, took it with a strong hand, strong finish to the rim.
Both these teams winning on Monday night in their opening contest. Tennessee will win here at home against Mercer, and Northern Kentucky will win against UC Clermont.
Well, you mentioned Cade Phillips with his very first start. I think he's earned that. You know, Zach, I think he's played well in practice. He's had a great summer, really matured a lot in terms of his physicality and his makeup. So I look forward to him maybe solidifying this spot.
Cade Phillips, one of 5 players this season to go to play in all 38 games. That was a Tennessee school record. Goretzka, shot clock running down. Looking to work on Akpara, a 3, no good. And the rebound inside, we'll call that man's name a lot tonight, in L.J. Wells. 3 goes for Northern Kentucky. It's O'Day from deep.
Yeah, and that's going to draw the ire of Coach Barnes and the coaching staff. If there's one thing they preached against, it's giving up offensive rebounds. That they gave a plethora of those up the other night against Mercer. We
talked to Darren Horn earlier today. He said number 5 in black might be the best 5 player in the country. And Wells, as Gillespie knocks down a triple.
Yeah, Gillespie, I'll see your 3 and raise you a 3 on my end. Both teams off to a good start so far.
Jacoby Gillespie, the transfer in from Maryland. Preseason All-SEC second team member, can really shoot the basketball for Rick Barnes' squad. Robinson, working on Phillips. Spins to the left, Cade rejects that.
Well, that's where they're going to struggle, right? The size, the physicality, the length, the athleticism that Tennessee can employ. But again, on the other end, another careless turnover.
And Goretzka throws it up. O'Day is there on the U. It's 5-5, 2 minutes in.
Really fast start there. Fast start for the Norse. That's how you keep a crowd like this on Rocky Top, keep them subdued a little bit by getting back-to-back buckets.
We say Northern Kentucky team that set, really tied a program record, 126 points their last time out against UC Clermont. Shoe hits the deck, that's O'Day. And Mint's gonna take a 3, no good. Akpara pulls down the board and throws it right to O'Day. He doesn't have a shoe. Doesn't matter, count it. And the foul.
Wow, I'm gonna tell you, man, most of that defensive of the summer.
In his 7th season at Northern Kentucky, offensive board for the Norse. Kick out, Goretzka 3, no good. 4th offensive board of the day for Northern Kentucky. We're just 2.5 in.
Well, and that's something, again, that you don't expect, but oftentimes, off of offensive rebounds, you give up open 3s, which is exactly the case there.
Tennessee looking for a little offensive rhythm here. Phillips inside, kicks it out to Ament. Northern Kentucky in that matchup zone. Gillespie a 3 off the mark. Ament's there. Ament working on the shorter. Elliott kicks it over. Boswell, 3, got it.
Mitchell really needed that one, right? You know, he had a 3 against Mercer. His shot has improved over the summer. He worked on his craft, and you see the dividends from that hard work.
Both teams 2 for 4 from beyond the arc to begin this one.
Tennessee really needs to get a stop. You know, I like what the Norse are doing. They're moving the ball from side to side, making Tennessee's defense really work.
Elliott 3 off the mark. Akpara battling down low with Wells, and Tennessee's off and running. Gillespie, Ament, corner 3, got it!
And the foul. You know, the one thing that Nate Ament doesn't lack is confidence, right? And if you're a shooter, shooters are going to shoot. And that's what Coach Barnes wants him to do. He's got a green light, catches the ball in pocket. Now, that's important, right? Because sometimes you catch the ball, you bring it down, but he catches the ball in the pocket, ready to shoot, and he knocks it down and gets the foul.
Nate Ament, really a walking bucket. 10 in white for Tennessee. Preseason All-SEC second team member converts the 4-point play in Tennessee's +2. Goretzka looking to work with Ament.
Tennessee switching a lot, regardless of size, because they can do that, right? Their bigs are adept at really moving side to side quick. They do a really good job of spacing and getting on defenders, or getting on guys on the offensive end.
Ethan Berg with the basketball for Tennessee. Inside, J.P. Estrella. And you know the folks on Rocky Top love seeing 13 back out there.
Well, in his opening night, you know, he went 6 for 10. And he utilized the size and strength below, and he just punishes people that are a little shorter than him.
Amen. Up top, Estrella, Tennessee will reset. Quick moving, first 5 minutes here on Rocky Top. Boswell, cross court, Ament. Does he have another? No. He stepped out of bounds over there? He did.
I think he stepped out of bounds.
First time out for us here in Knoxville. Tennessee and Northern Kentucky. The shots are falling. Should be a fun one today. Man, what a 4-minute and 53-second burst we had. 24 points already in.
Yeah, just a frenetic pace. You know, Tennessee on a 9-0 run. This is that part of the game, right? If you're Coach Warren in the huddle, you tell the guys, all right, you know, we're only down 4. Let's run some good offense, move Tennessee from side to side, look to get a great shot, and pound the glass.
Goretzka up top. Robinson, 3 off the mark. Bishop Boswell skies for the board.
Well, you can get that shot anytime. You know, if you're you know, Northern Kentucky, man, you got to work the ball, try to get it inside, play inside out.
Berg, Abram, 3. That one's off right rim. And rebound down low by O'Day. The lineup we've got on the floor for Tennessee, a lot of guys getting some early minutes.
Yeah, it's a real audition, live audition. We talked to Coach Barnes at the shoot-around. Lots of guys, man. If you want some meaningful minutes, you better produce right now while you're in the game.
Caden Carey out there for Tennessee, the Vanderbilt transfer, Amari Abram from Louisiana Tech. This is Ethan Berg with it for Tennessee.
Really would love to see them get the ball inside right there to Jalen Carey. Now he's got to be able to punish someone.
Boswell, shot clock down to 5. Abram gets all the way to the rack, floats it up, no good. Estrella's there. J.P. Estrella out to Berg, and Tennessee will reset once more. I think that's really the key in a 2-3 zone. You got to get there to the middle. Get to that SEC logo and look to kick or get to the rim.
Well, you're exactly right. Playing inside out, right? The zone has to collapse. They turn their heads and you push it out. Now, Tennessee employs, you know, bigs, 2 bigs, right? They can play a little tandem, a little high-low.
Wells out front, handoff. Goretzka. 3. Wells off the mark, and then Abram runs it down.
Northern Kentucky just settling right now. You know, that's 3 almost identical 3s from that same spot. Meanwhile, Tennessee, it's just that easy, Zach. It's just that easy. You get the ball on the interior to a J.P. Estrella, who is just physically outpacing, outmatching the size of Northern Kentucky.
Beautiful right-handed hook from Estrella. Tennessee on an 11-0 run. Northern Kentucky hasn't scored in 4+ minutes. O'Day, great defense by Boswell. Shot clock down to 3. O'Day's gonna have to hoist, and he'll get a Kobe Gillespie will check in. Wells gonna take Carey all the way to the rim and can't finish. Tennessee's got numbers the other way. And Berg will back it up.
Really good take, though.
Berg gets all the way to the rim. He can't finish, but Estrella is there with authority.
JP, I'm telling you, I like the springy His legs, man, he's got the spring in his steps once again. And he's had a long road back. You know, missed all of last season, was going to be counted on to be very productive. So they've really missed him a lot.
Played in 25 games a couple of seasons ago. Just 3 last season after suffering a season-ending injury. Bird, 3, got it.
Bird is the quintessential scorer. You know what I mean? He's just easy going, man. I'm going to take the shot if it's there. Not going to force anything. I'm going to get my team to where they need to be and make them better.
Gillespie to the rim. He gets it to go. He's 3 for 3 from the floor, 6 points, 4 boards to go along with that.
Well, he's just getting better. He's just starting. You know, I know that he played a couple of seasons ago, but last year was lost due to injury, man. So he's rounding into shape, rounding into form, and he's just going to get better.
Northern Kentucky just looking to buy a bucket. They're 1 of 8 in their last 8 from the field. Goresger into the paint, back out. Nelson kicks, Goresger, shot clock down to 1. It goes.
Hey, sometimes, man, you on a wing and a prayer, man, you throw it up and it goes in. But the one thing that it did, it utilized the entire shot clock and slowed Tennessee down just a little bit, made them work on defense.
It seems like Tennessee has done a lot better job here in the last couple of minutes after the first 2 minutes where Northern Kentucky was just knocking down everything, kind of pressuring out maybe a little bit more.
Well, that not only pressuring out a little bit more, but Tennessee has really, you know, owned the defensive glass, and they're limiting the Northern Kentucky Norse to 1 shot.
Nelson drives, kicks out. Robinson a head fake. Nelson, 3 from the corner, it goes. That's Sean Nelson from the left wing, transfer in from Barton College.
Okay, so Tennessee had a run. Northern Kentucky's answering with a run with back-to-back threes.
These 2 teams, 7 of 18 from outside right now. Tennessee at 50%, 4 of 8. Kick it over, Gillespie, shot pocket, got another.
And I'm gonna tell you, his stroke is so sweet. It just looks like it's going in every single time.
Jacoby Gillespie back in his home state. He played for Greenville High School just up the road. Went to Belmont for a couple seasons, then to Maryland and back home on Rocky Top. Down low, Dwayne Brown with the left hand. Nice move, big fella down low.
I mean, you know, some people like to call that amphibious. I call it ambidextrous, man. You know, he just can use it with either hand and put it up with either hand.
Ball's off the mark, no good. And that 3 goes. Another one. That one for Cale Robinson. Robinson now 2 for 4 out front. You know, we talked a little bit about earlier today, Dwayne Brown. Coach Rick Barnes said he's going to be an all-SEC player here in the next couple of years.
Well, because he's humble and he works hard. You know, he is not about him, which, you know, that's Tennessee basketball's mantra. It's not about me. You got to come in, you got to acclimate and assimilate to the team. You got to work hard, put others first, and he's all about that.
We're not playing football. It's 28-21 here on a football Saturday.
Touchdown, okay.
Tennessee on the bye this week. Mexico State next week, finishing off at Florida and Vanderbilt. Here back on Rocky Top. 8:26 to go here in a fast-moving first half. Gillespie to inbounds. Henderson, Boswell, he's got 1, make it 2.
Make it 2. You know, if Tennessee can get consistent scoring from Boswell, it can be all the difference in the world.
I think that will be the key to the season for Tennessee. Henderson, Boswell, and Brown. Brown all the way to the rim, can't finish it. Robinson the board.
Don't mind that at all. Good, strong, decisive move. Knew where he wanted to get to, got to his spot, just missed the layup.
Northern Kentucky has taken 20 shots, 14 of them have been outside the arc. That one won't go down low for Archer. Henderson a three, no good. And Brown down low. Gillespie, another one. Kid can't miss right now.
Bang, bang. See, man, I am excited to see what he does for the duration of this Tennessee basketball season.
Gillespie, 3 of.
They're just going to need more of that.
Talk about Gillespie, though. He's in his bag today for Rick Barnes' squad. Henderson, he'll take another one. That one goes.
Hey, that was a much better look for him. You know, Henderson caught the ball a few minutes ago, wasn't in rhythm, and just put it up. This time he catches the ball off a good pass, and he puts it in.
He gets the steal and the assist to Brown. Tennessee all gas, no breaks right now on a 13-2 run. Goretzka, Wells. Really seems like Northern Kentucky has picked up their pace even more. Tennessee doing a great job on the defensive end.
Well, the gap defense is there, the gap integrity for Tennessee. No driving lanes whatsoever. They're going to make it tough on every pick and roll. They're going to help and hedge.
We've seen Jacoby Gillespie shot outside. Oh, yeah.
Well,
he can do this, too.
I didn't expect this, right? But sometimes you got to rise up. Let them know that you are the man.
Hashtag SC Top 10. Watch out, Jacoby Gillespie. Northern Kentucky to the line for their first time tonight. It's Donovan Rockets and Nahari. Call him Donnie.
That was well done, by the way.
Thank you.
We were worried about that. We've been worried about that last name all day long, and the way that it just oozed off the tongue. That was well done.
Shout out my wife, Brianna Nelson. We worked on that one today. Rebound down low, JP Estrella. Tennessee in front behind. And he's got point number 5.
It's just effortless, right? When he shoots the ball.
Gillespie almost comes up with the steal. Jacoby Gillespie got 13 points in 11 minutes, 4 assists and a steal. Almost had another one there. Robinson trying to inbound, and Ament finds that one. Sets up another Gillespie 3, no good. Estrella battles for the board.
What a great rebound by JP Estrella.
Estrella's got 5 boards today, and looks like Gillespie stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, and Coach Barnes is not going to be happy about that because that's the second time that Nate has stepped on the out-of-bounds line. You got to know spacing, got to know where you are, where you catch the ball. And he's young, right? You know, this is a teachable moment for him.
Ethan Elliott to bring it up for Northern Kentucky. I haven't talked about him tonight, a freshman from Perth, Australia. As Wells falls to the deck, they're going to get a foul call on JP Estrella.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. I'd like to see that one on replay because I thought that he held his ground. That was a tough one, and I don't know that Coach Barnes is very happy about that one as well. I thought JP held his ground right there.
I don't see it.
I think that one's just a play on, but nonetheless, we don't make those decisions over here. We just abide by them.
We're sitting here. Can't talk enough, though, about how JP Estrella has really impacted Game 1 and now Game 2 for Tennessee coming off that injury. Really impressive.
And I'd like to see him get the ball more because there's not one person from Northern Kentucky that can match up with him.
LJ Wells draws another foul. He'll head to the charity stripe.
Well, if you're Northern Kentucky, right, how do you mitigate and offset Tennessee's length, right? You get the ball, you drive it to the middle of the paint, use the head and shoulders fake. Tennessee's going to go flying up, and you jump into them. You get yourself rewarded by going to the charity stripe. Tennessee, you don't have to be a shot blocker on every possession. Just stay on the floor, extend your hands, and just go principle of verticality.
Wells first, rattles in. Great last name for number 3, I must say. Sean Nelson checking back into the game. Wells second, no good. And Phillips growls it for Tennessee.
Might have jinxed him there.
Berg surveys. Now to Boswell. Estrella, shot clock down to 7. Back to him, lobs it up. Kate Phillips is in.
Saw that one coming. Again, get the ball right there at the nail. Free throw line extended, turn and look opposite. It's going to be open.
Beautiful two-man work from Estrella and Phillips. And Wells is able to throw that one off of Boswell. We might have to put that hashtag SC Top 10 back on the screen.
They have a battle here. But again, you catch the ball, and you turn, you look opposite there, and it's going to be open. Kate Phillips really does a great job of attacking the rim. Getting his hands up so that his teammates can know that, hey, man, throw the ball up. I'm gonna go up and get it.
It feels like we see that every game from Kate Phillips. He's got 1 or 2 really big dunks in him every night.
Yeah, and that's what he brings, right? He brings the energy, he brings the passion, and he's just getting better and better and better every single time out. Nelson
into the paint. Can't get it to go. Rebound down low. Dozier kick out. Robinson a 3. No good. And an offensive foul down low on L.J. Wells.
J.P. Estrella probably got away with fouling a three-pointer, which was really a bugaboo for Tennessee basketball last year. If you watched it, man, it seemed like it reared its ugly head just about once a game where they would foul a three-point shooter.
They've done it once tonight, but they didn't get the call. Ethan Berg surveys Boswell. Tennessee moving the basketball well. Estrella, turnaround jumper off the mark. Tip no good.
Oh.
Second one goes.
Just too much length. Too much length. But the one thing that he did that impresses me most is that he kept the ball up high, right? Did not bring it down.
Estrella down there at 6'11", the tallest player on Northern Kentucky's roster is Addison Archer at 6'9". Estrella, he'll take one. Does he have it? No, sir.
Coach Barnes probably doesn't mind that. He and Kate Phillips, along with Felix Akbar, really, they put in a lot of work over the summer to expand their game, to take it out to the three-point line so that teams have to play them a little bit more honestly.
We talked about that earlier today. That's what you have to have going, and you might head into that Horizon League tournament, 3, 4, 5, 6 seed. Anything can happen in March.
That's why we love March. That's why we love the fact that anything can happen.
Robinson, he'll take one from the corner, no good. Akpara did not touch it last. Ball back to Tennessee. Great story for Darren Horn. You know, played at Western Kentucky. Then went on to coach Western back from 2003 to 2008. Made to the Sweet 16.
Good player in his own right. Very cerebral player. And in turn, that makes him a really good coach.
Amen all the way to the rim. Rejected by Nelson, and he'll run for the Norse.
That's the part of Nate's game that he's got to get a little bit stronger, get a little bit faster, attacking the basket, and go with aggression.
Nate Amen, top 5 or 5-star recruit for Rick Barnes. One of 3 for Tennessee in program history. Tobias Harris, as well as Allen Houston. And oh yeah, his name's up here somewhere in the rafters.
Yeah, he's not a bad player. Allen Houston, you know, you talk about being a cerebral player, man, that just could do it all. Silky smooth, and you know, just an assassin from the three-point line.
Also saw Chris Lofton's retired jersey up there. I believe that came a couple of seasons ago. And we look our way over there to the Vol Network, and new broadcasters over there, Mike Keith, Chris Lofton, the man himself, John Wilkerson working the game, and oh yeah, the fourth member of that crew. Congratulations, Mr. Steve Hamer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, going back to Chris Lofton, man, you talk about a guy that's done it the right way, that's overcome just an immense amount of adversity, had the stick-to-itiveness just to keep going, keep fighting, and because of that, man has his name hanging in the rafters and a part of the Ball Radio Network broadcast team.
Love Chris Lofton. My favorite basketball player growing up. Ament with the basketball as we wind down. 2 minutes to go here in half number one. Ament, fall away, no good. I think that's something I really took away from that Mercer game as well as Duke. Ament's got to be strong with the basketball and not kind of fade on those shots.
Yeah, and that will come with maturity as his body matures. Great shot. But, you know, Robinson's, you know, having a quiet first half as well. He's playing, you know, 2 of 8 right now, field goal. But I really like Robinson's shot. I like his approach. He's getting better. You look at him right here telling his teammates, man, I got to get the ball more. You got to pass me the ball more. I need a better shot. But, you know, you go back to Nate Ament, and Nate Ament has got to be just a little stronger because, you know, he gets knocked off of his path just a little bit, makes the shots just a little bit more difficult.
You mentioned Robinson. He one of 3 graduates on this Northern Kentucky roster. Really veteran group. 3 graduates to go along with 4 seniors. Ament, drive and kick. We'll get it back. Take a 3 and make a 3.
Now, that's what he does so well. Again, you catch it in rhythm, you catch it pocket, you catch it ready to shoot, high hands. Does a really good job of that.
Elliott kick. O'Day off the mark. And Ament's off and running. Boswell, Euro step. Berg, he'll take another one. Got it.
Look at Berg. He's lobbying and vying for more playing time himself.
The 3s are falling, Steve Hamer.
Tennessee's a dangerous team when those 3s are falling.
10 of 18 from beyond the arc. Tennessee's on pace for 100 today. 104 at the moment. Berg down low. Carey, the transfer from Vandy, can't go. Nice rebound by Robinson.
Thought Jalen Carey really did a good job of setting himself up in the paint to catch the ball clean where he wanted it. Just got to make a stronger move to the basket. Probably went a little soft right there to lay it up.
About 5 seconds separating shot and game clock. And Ethan Elliott will go 7. Robinson. Shot clock down to 3. Fader won't go. Carey gets the board. And Boswell's running with 5. Boswell, Estrella, and blocking foul down low. Tennessee is in the bonus.
Well, you know, oftentimes as a big guy, you really don't want to find the ball by being in the middle of the floor and then having to make a decision. So JP, very fortunate for him that he was bailed out with a blocking foul.
Check that. Gillespie's got 3 today. Exactly 2 seconds to go on the game clock in the first half. Berg looks, corner, Ament will hoist, no good. And Estrella won't get it before the buzzer sounds.